Good morning, our viewers, and welcome to Munati Breakfast Show. And on today's edition, Wednesday's edition of Munati Breakfast Show, we have exciting news for you, and hopefully you'll be glued to your number one TV station, which is Munati Television. And in the stories, we have exciting stories, which is we have in sports, we have in current affairs, and we also have in entertainment. Of course, you have to be glued to make sure that you don't miss any of the content that we release. You can also be part of this conversation by simply liking the page, which is Munati Television, and also turn on the notification bell to make sure that you don't miss any content. Right about now, we'll go on a short break. When we come back with the current affairs, stay tuned.
Munati. Meaning something sweet.
Munati, your TV on the go. Catch us anywhere, anytime, as long as you have a device and internet.
Munati TV is Zambia's first internet TV station.
And internet is just not in Zambia, meaning Munati TV cuts across all borders with viewers all the way from USA, Botswana, South Africa, the UK, and world over.
Internet is the future. And the future is now.
Welcome to the future. Welcome to Munati. Your TV on the go.
Welcome back, viewers, and just to go direct into current affairs, checking the news what we have in current affairs. Lungu thanks HH and the UPND government for recognizing and respecting the National Day of Prayer. Former President Edgar Lungu has thanked the President Hakainde Hichilema and the UPND government for recognizing and respecting the National Day of Prayer, Fasting, Repentance and Reconciliation. Zambia on Tuesday, 18th of October 2022, commemorated the National Day of Prayer, Fasting and Repentance and Reconciliation countrywide. The Republican Vice President Mutale Narumango led people in commemorating the main event in Lusaka. Okay, so this story is talking about the commemoration of prayer that we had on the 18th of October, which is yesterday, and we see that a lot of stakeholders they were in participation of what happened yesterday, and of course the former president Edgar Lungu also participated in the National Day of Prayer, but not at the main event. He participated at another church, a Catholic church, which is the Mary Queen of Peace Catholic Church Parish, on Thursday. And the former head of state, I said that gratitude to the chairman and his government for continuing and respecting the National Day of Prayer and Fasting. So this National Day of Prayer and Fasting was recognized or was introduced by the former head of state, which is Edgar Lungu, in 2015, and hence the former head of state has continued and thanked the current president, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, for continuing and respecting the National Day of Prayer and Fasting. So we'll go to another story. government to continue providing decent housing for police officers. Lusaka Province Minister Shehu Muyata says police officers must be motivated by way of providing decent accommodation for them as they play a significant role in the country's development. Ms. Muyata says government is working towards ensuring the public service workers, including the security officers like police officers, own houses, land and vehicles through various empowerment schemes. Of course, it is very important to make sure that the public workers, or rather the civil servants, are motivated. And the only way the government can motivate these workers or the people who are in public services, it's by such initiatives of making sure that they have a good accommodation. And when they have a good accommodation, of course, it's going to improve the performance when they are on duty. Hence, we've seen that the Lusaka Province Minister, Madam Muyata, has said that police officers must have a good accommodation to make sure that they perform their duties, and also they carry out their mandate, which is to maintain law and order in the community and the country at large. So we also go to another story of what we have in the current affairs. Chongo District Commissioner Evans Lupia has called on residents in the area to adapt good nutrition practices by including local indigenous foods in their diet in order to live healthier lives. Dr. Lupia said local indigenous foods contain high nutritional values which have the ability to improve nutritional levels in the area. He stated that people should not neglect traditional ways of cooking foods, such as combining different types of foods, as such cooking methods make food more nutritious, thereby curbing malnutrition at household level. Okay, so here Dr. Lupia is trying to say that as Zambians, we shouldn't run away from the fact that we have the local foods and we have the indigenous foods which Zambia is mostly recognized for. And of course, when talking of indigenous foods, we're talking of katapa, we're talking of relish mixed with other mixtures such as groundnuts and stuffs. So here we say that the Chongo District Commissioner Evans Lupia has also mentioned the importance of including indigenous foods in diets. He has also said that indigenous foods they contain nutrients which are more important to our bodies, and these can help in curbing malnutrition at household levels. Hence, it's the duty of everybody, and it's also the duty of everyone to make sure that the country is safe from malnutrition. And how do you make the country safe from malnutrition and other disease? Is to make sure that you eat the good diet. And hence, the district commissioner there has mentioned to say that to make sure that you have a good diet, as Zambians we must make sure to have to include indigenous foods in our diet. Okay. Also, don't forget that you can also be part of this conversation by simply commenting or liking the page, which is Munati Television Zambia, and also turning on the notification bell to make sure that you don't miss any content whenever we go live. And I continue with the current affairs. Okay. Still on the National Day of Prayer and Fasting, yesterday President Hakainde Hichilema he said that National Day of Prayer should inspire us to uphold national values, principles and values rather. President Hakainde Hichilema says that National Day of Prayer and Fasting, repentance and reconciliation inspire all Zambians to uphold the national values and principles as enshrined in the Constitution and in line with the declaration of Zambia as a Christian nation. President Hichilema, in a speech read on his behalf by the Vice President Munati during the observation of National Day of Prayer, Fasting and Repentance and Reconciliation at Lusaka Showgrounds, noted that the day provides all with an opportunity to reconcile with God and with another and with one another. And he says that not to all forms of bad vices and such corruption, gender-based violence, alcohol and substance abuse. Okay, so the president also, in the speech read on his behalf by the Vice President, Madam Munati, he also said that this day of national prayer and fasting, it's important in such a way it helps us, it inspires us rather to uphold national values and principles. And we can see that also he mentioned to say that Zambia is for God and Zambia is for God, and hence it is very important that Zambians to participate and make sure and to participate in such events. And right about now we'll go on a short break and we'll come back with more stories. Stay tuned.
Munati.
Meaning something sweet.
Munati, your TV on the go. Catch us anywhere, anytime, as long as you have a device and internet.
Munati TV is Zambia's first internet TV station.
And internet is just not in Zambia, meaning Munati TV cuts across all borders with viewers all the way from USA, Botswana, South Africa, the UK, and world over.
Internet is the future. And the future is now.
Welcome to the future. Welcome to Munati. Your TV on the go.
Welcome back, our viewers, and just to continue with current affairs, Fred Membe challenged by the ACC. The Anti-Corruption Commission has challenged Socialist Party President Fred Membe to report the State House aides he accused of being corrupt. In an interview on Thursday, the ACC Director General Gilbert Peary told the mass that he had a problem with Dr. Membe, claims that the ACC was not up to the challenge of investigating corruption at the State House because he had not stated any single case. Okay, so we've seen that the Socialist President, Mr. Fred Membe, has been challenged by the ACC to report any cases, and in this case we're talking about the allegedly allegation by Fred Membe to say that the State House aide is corrupt, and hence Mr. Gilbert Peary, who was the ACC director, has appealed to Mr. Membe to say that he should present the case to make sure that the ACC act upon it. And Mr. Gilbert Peary was appointed as the director of DPP. This comes after Madam Lillian Musui was suspended by the Republican president. And also, talking of corruption, corruption has been has been trending in the country, and I've seen that a lot of people and stakeholders have been complaining about corruption, and people are saying that corruption in Zambia is escalating, and hence there's a need to provide security measures, or to provide measures which are going to make that any perpetrator of this corruption must end up being in prison or being detained. And of course, we've seen that the Anti-Corruption Commission is doing whatever it can to make sure that these people who are breaching the law are brought to book. And here is the case of Mr. Fred Membe, who is saying that the state aid is corrupt, and hence who was the ACC Director General, Mr. Gilbert Peary, has appealed to the general public and Mr. Fred Membe himself to report any case of corruption, so that the ACC, or rather the Anti-Corruption Commission, can act upon that case and bring the law breachers to book. And of course, Mr. Gilbert Peary has also said that the ACC is doing what it can, and it is doing what it can, and doing the jobs without the influence of anybody, because it is its mandate to make sure that corrupt practices and those who are involved in corrupt practices are brought to the book. And of course, talking of on the same corruption, even the public is also advised to make sure that they report any case of corruption and any case of money laundering, because if the country is full of such cases, the corruption cases, the country end up losing its resources, because people who are benefiting from the one-sided. Hence, Mr. Peary has also urged the general public to make sure that the community, as well as they can report the corruption practices in the communities. Okay. Then in another story, we have the issue of Forest 27. That issue is still alive, and we've seen that a lot of people are talking about it now. And of course, people are saying that the UPND government should not do anything about it, because they don't know where it started from and how those people who are in the Forest 27 occupied the area. And it has come after the ministers and other stakeholders visited the area, which is Forest 27, to make sure that they take steps ahead and to make sure that they see what they're going to do. And the report shows that the area, the houses in the area, some people, they want to demolish them, but of course others are disagreeing to say that no houses or no structure will be demolished in that area. Hence, people are saying or are commenting to say that the first 27 should, the Newton government should not act on it swiftly, because they don't know where it came from, and they don't know how those people they occupied, or the procedures where those people took to make sure that they occupy the Forest 27. Okay, so right about now we're going to take a short break, and when we come back we're going to talk about what we have in sports and entertainment. Stay tuned. Welcome back. And in sports today we have we saw the under 20, the junior Chipolopolo emerging the victorious after winning the COSAFA champions, and of course the boys arrived yesterday in the country, and they were given a massive welcome by the stakeholders. And of course in the 12 in the same news of the Chipolopolo boys, the 12 it's the 12th trophy they are carrying for COSAFA, and of course this has bring excitement to the Zambians, and of course to the soccer fans, to make sure that at least they have continuously emerged the winner of the COSAFA tournament. And also in other news in sports, Joseph Chingangu has been arrested. Joseph Chingangu, boxing heavyweight champion Joseph Chingangu, has been arrested for attempting to steal a side mirror for a car in Livala. And this has Mr. Rayamong has confirmed that yes, the allegation it's about stealing, and of course he has said that he knows this news that Joseph Chingangu has been arrested. So for those who don't know Joseph Chingangu is a former boxing boxing heavyweight champion we had in the country, and of course he retired after the age. And of course people have reacted on this news, and they have called upon the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Arts to make sure that they look upon this vet line, and they look upon to these people who have been in the sports, and to provide them with any kind of empowerment to make sure that they still live active in the sports discipline that they participated. And of course we have seen that Joseph Chingangu was arrested yesterday, and of course we can see that people are concluding to see that it's because he has nothing to do, and it's because that he has nothing to provide for his family, and hence the relevant authorities together with the community, it's very important that the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Art should look upon, or at least empower these veterans that we had who helped us to carry out who help us to be on the flag when it comes to boxing. And of course we can see that Joseph Chingangu is one of those people who was relevant to make sure that boxing as Zambia were represented countrywide. And hence it's a sad development here of seeing that a veteran like Joseph Chingangu has been arrested for such offense of trying to steal a car side mirror. And of course it's a bad development there. Okay, so in another sports, recently Zambia Chipolopolo, the senior Chipolopolo national team, has no coach, as you may know, and of course the coach of Zambia had the coach, which is the Croatian coach, Josa Asanovic, and he retired. He forcibly retired from the duties, from the national duties, and the fans are looking upon to make sure that they look for another coach. And in a quest to search for another coach, George Wadawada has offered himself to make sure that he performs the national duties, and he has said that he is ready to perform when the fans call him. And also, talking on the same issue, the Ministry of Art and Sports has also said that if the fans are much completed, or they complete their works pertaining searching of a coach, they should pay the same salary to that it was paying Josa Asanovic, or it should pay for the same amount it was paying for a foreign coach, because we've seen that foreign coaches have been getting a lot of salaries compared to the local coaches, and hence it was one of the factors which was demotivating the local coaches to perform such duties. Hence, we've seen that a lot of people, they have commented to say that Joseph, rather the new coach, the new local coach, which will be employed, should get the same salary as to that of the foreign coach. Okay. So right about now, I'll just read the few comments that I have. Okay, so this is a comment from Alec Sid saying that watching from CI. Thank you very much, Alec, for stay good for your number one Munati TV breakfast show here on Munati TV. And of course, so this is what we had in sports for today. And of course, this is where we're concluding our breakfast show today. And make sure to catch us tomorrow with another more exciting edition of Munati Breakfast Show. And also don't forget that this program is much available for sponsorship, and also you can call the number which is shown on your screen. And also don't forget that Munati Television has a lot of programs aligned. We're talking of sports update, we're talking of social media trends, we're talking of Mbotu Color, and we're talking of other exciting programs. So make sure that you follow the page, you like the page, and of course turn on the notification bell to make sure that you don't miss any content when we post. This has been Munati Breakfast Show with your host Moses Mpika. Thank you very much and stay blessed.